Hey, this is Jenny Jones. I got some major today. I have got a problem with them today. Let me get this kind of thing as things come back. Let me see what's going on here. Can you guys see me? I have no idea what's going on. Everything's all over the place right now. Hold on, let me get it sorted out. This is crazy. This is crazy. Can you guys see me? I'm telling you right now. So teed off right now. I need to stop going live, man. Can you guys want me to stop going live? Because my lives never work. For the life of me, I just have all these different problems. Can you guys see me? Let me try to get. Hopefully, you guys can see me. Hey, Stu, what's up, man? This is crazy. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Right. So again, I have no idea why this keeps happening. I'm going to bring my guest on. Maybe I do some troubleshooting when he comes on and try to figure out what the heck is going on. I think I triple clicked something and it wouldn't stop. That's crazy. So hey, welcome you guys tonight to this special exclusive live that we're doing. I was able to get the to join me. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys at least hear me? Right? Say you can hear me. I know you can see me because my screen is doing some funky stuff. All right. So let me. This is crazy. Oh my! This is crazy. This is always embarrassing. I can't never get my stuff together. All right. So let me get the founder on. I add him to the stream here. Let me see what's going on. Sebastian, how you doing, sir? Can you hear me?
Well, can you hear me?
I
could hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. Dude, did you see? Never mind. I don't even want to get into it, but listen. I got like so many things are happening, right? All right, Big Kev, don't start with all the choppy stuff. We should be good to go. I have 3 bars. Sebastian has 3 bars. All right, so this is crazy. All right, so just in case you guys didn't know who we have joining us today, we have I'm listen, Sebastian, help me out, man. I am all over the place.
Oh, you're good.
All right.
Yeah, I'm the CEO and co-founder of Alphana.
Yeah. So, and just tell them, kind of give them briefly, kind of give them an elevator pitch of what a fauna was. And I'm gonna ask you questions I think I'm kind of familiar with, but I want you to be able to shed some light on kind of where this birthed from. But just kind of get them an elevator pitch of what a fauna is. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, definitely. So Alphana is an AI content manager that essentially will turn any audio, video, or podcast into over 30 pieces of content, and we do that in less than 90 seconds. So
Nice. Now, before you get into kind of, because we're gonna do like a short demo and kind of do some different things. I want my audience to know because the people that follow me, so just so you know, the people that follow me, they're agency owners or aspiring agency owners, they're side hustle entrepreneurs, they are 100% entrepreneurs, they're founders, and a lot of them are people that a lot of people want to follow my channel because they want to learn how to make money. So I think that's one of the things that I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit more. But tell people your experience in being an agency and things of that nature. How did you tell us about your agency experience before we get into it?
yeah, definitely. I've always been an entrepreneur as well and a hacker myself. Going back in the day, whether it was coding, design, or anything like that. But I worked in the music business for a couple years, and then I started up an agency with a co-founder of mine, and and 2 other co-founders. So we ended up launching an agency that helped brands to be able to create like whether it was technology, marketing applications, stuff for social, A lot of digital activations, what we did. And we did that for about 10 years. We built a lot of tech. We did a lot of marketing, campaign, brand, product. We ran the whole team. Back then, we were very much doing everything in-house. So full-fledged out from design, dev, project managers to the whole 9 yards. And, we went from like the 1-man, 2-man shop and grew the team. The biggest we got was about 30 people. So, going from there and understanding kind of like, what tools and the different things that you need has been like something big to really think about.
All right. And so, and I think that even helped. That's why I said, as soon as you told me that, I says, man, please, can you be on my show? And I didn't even really plan to go live tonight. But when you told me that, I says, man, people got to know this about you. So let's talk about the idea and some of the things that went into developing this, even from your experience of being an entrepreneur and or agency. Kind of what was your thought process of putting Alphana together and allowing people to rapidly produce pieces of content?
Yeah, we spoke to a lot of people, and just our experience from having an agency and talking to a lot of customers and a lot of clients that we took on and a lot that we had to turn away at the time. A big challenge is a lot of people know they need to create content or they got to do social media or they got to put content out there. They just don't understand what to do and they get overwhelmed because in creating all the different pieces. They're like, well, I got to hire the designer, the copywriter, and all these different elements. Uh, so we kind of really went through that and we're like, look, and then talking to like a lot of people who either have a podcast and they're like, how do I get distribution? How do I get more people to visit it? Or maybe they are creating video, but they want to be able to get a wider reach. It's just not working out. And with AI, it allowed us to be able to take that content and be able to create a variety of content, right, and very quickly for them. And so if you create a LinkedIn post or a Twitter thread or an ebook, it's written in the style that's going to help to convert and that's going to help to really drive growth and that's going to be resonate with your audience. And we wanted to set it up that way because I think everybody knows if you just talk to, let's say, ChatGPT and you're trying to create content, you got to go through a lot of hoops to do prompting to make it come out with the content the way you want it to be. And so for us, we have this thing called AI cards that essentially you just drop a card on the page and those cards are like content pieces that automatically generate this. So for us, we wanted to eliminate the problem of you needing to know how to write the prompts because these prompts are already automatically generated for you. You just need to select from like an a la carte menu of what's on the platform.
All right, so great. So I kind of showcased your tool yesterday on my Monday Madness. I told them, hey, I'm really excited about this tool. So the reason why I'm excited about it is a different reason, but you tell me, why do you think we should be excited about it? I think you were going to show us some other pieces, but I just shared with everybody. I'm excited about it because if you're a YouTuber, it's YouTuber's dream because you can pull down content and then create other pieces of content out of it a lot faster. And what I also shared with others, and I don't know if we'll get into that, is how I thought it was a little bit different than some of the other tools that I've seen come along. I thought for video, I said YouTube because I love YouTube, but I think for video within itself, I think it's kind of separating itself definitely with the cards. You want to share anything else about that?
Yeah, I could walk you through and show you guys if you want me to show that helps.
Yeah.
Or
So let's do that. First of all, you guys are just showing up here. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know. You guys, anytime I know you know that I bring the juice here, give me some thumbs up. Check in too in the chat. Where are you coming in from? We're not going to be here that long. I want to see who is the furthest away and what time you're in. I have some people, sometimes they check in, they're way off the other part of the country. I just want to at least know that, right? Because if we get caught up and start getting some heavy discussions, I don't want it to be 2, 3 in the morning there for you. But if you're here in the United States and one of the coasts here, then we'll be respectful of the time as well. So as Sebastian gets an opportunity to kind of get his screens together, Mario's in the house, Big Kev's in the house, Cold Crush Media's in the house, Stu James is in the house. Thank you guys for joining and showing up. All right. So I'm going to wait on Sebastian to kind of let me know. Before you come and as you come, I think what a lot of questions I think sometimes people want to know is, hey, you know what? why did you even come to Appsumo? What's your vision in that? Because if you've already had an agency and you did an exit and you sold it and all that, you're very successful, I would think, in running a business. So, what was your ideal in coming to Appsumo um, in that particular perspective, just as a level?
Yeah, definitely. One of the main reasons that we looked at partnering with AppSumo and why it was enticing is because there's a really dedicated. The Sumolings are just really dedicated, and they understand product. They use a ton of tools, and they're really in it. And we are really about the end customer. We want to make sure that we're building a tool and pieces of software that you're going to want to log into or use every single day, that it should really eliminate a good core piece of your workload. And so for us is to really gain more insights, is to learn, is to get be able to get a lot more users onto the platform that I get to personally meet with. I've gotten to meet with so many people, whether through chat, Zoom calls, and that's what I love, right? Is to just be able to meet and talk with people. And what's great is I'm seeing is, you know, Sumolings, you guys really, really, really have tried so many pieces of tools. So you can call out like, hey, I've seen this already before, or wow, this is actually unique. And I can learn that a lot faster than just by going to market a different way, right? And so that really helps us to gain the insights to see like what is really resonating with people and what do they need and how do we shape our roadmap, because a big part of this also is shaping like what do we build next, right? What does everybody truly need and what's not being solved by other tools today?
All right, so let's go ahead and I appreciate that, and I like the open mindedness to allowing us to kind of grow with you and try to shape the perfect tool or the tool that benefits us as well. It's like, hey, we need to make some money too to be around, right? And as you grow and expand, you might bring some different pieces to the puzzle. You might say, hey, you know what, guys, we couldn't build this in house. We had to. I've noticed that a lot of founders are like, hey, you guys really, really wanted this. We built it in house fast enough, but to offset the cost, we got to charge you $5 or whatever. And I don't have a problem with that. As long as I'm making money from the tool, I don't have a problem paying 5, 10, or I just don't think that some people understand that concept. Because if you run a business, it's like, hey, if we can build it in house, then it is what it is. But if we got to outsource it, then there may be an additional cost or something like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the tool, man. I don't want to waste any further time. Make sure you guys give me that thumbs up. We're about to give you the juice. If you guys ready for the juice, give us a thumbs up and let's get into it. We are
All
Jenny
right.
Lings. He put we are Jenny Lings, need to bring the juice to the table. Jenny Lings, man, it's not that serious. I just try to bring the juice, man. I want people to
Love it.
succeed, right? I want people to get it. I met you, Sebastian, when I asked you, I said, man, this guy has some juice. I said, I need to get this juice and spill it onto my audience here and see how they're gonna do. So you go ahead and add it to the
Absolutely.
screen here. And then let me put us off to the side here. All right, let's get into the juice, baby.
All right, let's go. So I'm assuming everybody can see my screen.
Yeah,
Um,
you're good. We can see you.
Yeah, so this is Alphana, right? So I obviously have a lot of content in here that I use, whether it's content that I created or other content on YouTube, right? I can pull up and add in here. So this is what the dashboard looks like. It shows you your entire library of videos and content you uploaded in here. Now, what I'll do is I'll show you an example if we wanted to create something new, right? So again, what we could do is take any audio, video, or podcast, and we'll repurpose that and turn it into like 30 pieces of content. Um, this is our command box, right? This is essentially where a lot of the work gets started on. You could copy and paste a YouTube link, or in this case, upload a video. I was just uploading a video right before this because it takes a while to upload. But you'll see my file got uploaded. So I can go ahead here now and select, for example, what type of content do I want to create? Now, what's great is what I told you earlier. You don't really need to know prompts to get started in using the software, right? It's because we already have pre-made templates and workflows. For example, we got generating marketing content. I've got an entire YouTube
Now,
content workflow.
are these cards? These are cards, right? These
These
are
are these are actually templates that consist of like 10 or 15 different cards, right?
oh, okay.
Yeah. So like execute once, generate, right? 10, 15, 20, 30 pieces of content.
Mm-hmm.
These are already pre-made. I can actually just select and do one card if we wanted to, like generate a LinkedIn post, generate some
Oh,
AI images, and you could do that as well. But I
but the
like to do
templates,
things in
so
bulk.
the templates are designed to give you an array of different, like a catalog full of different things from that one piece of content that you uploaded. Is that how that works out?
Yeah, that's correct. So like this
Okay.
one's like YouTube content workflow. I've got one that'll generate 5 different short form clips. I've got one that'll generate a ton of ebook lead magnet ideas. So if you've got a video that's there and you're like, wow, what are some ebook lead magnets that I can create out of this? And we'll actually draft one for you as well.
Mm,
Um,
interesting.
or like others, like for example, let's say you got inspired by a video and you're like, wow, I want to create a video, or you want to repurpose it for like Twitter or LinkedIn or something like that. We've got a viral hook generator. So, it'll
Ooh,
essentially analyze the entire video and generate like proper hooks that you can use to either create your own short form, like if you wanted to create one from scratch, or if you wanted to use them as intros into like your tweets or LinkedIn post or something, right? So you can hook the audience in right when you start
we
posting.
gotta look at that. Maybe you want something. Maybe you want to show us something else, but we gotta look at this hook feature, man. I haven't
I
seen
got
that. I
you.
haven't seen that. So
Uh,
we're not gonna leave without at least doing that.
Only I'll show you a couple. So let's start
All
with the
right.
YouTube content workflow. This gives you a little bit of everything.
Okay.
And let me I take that back. I have to actually upload it. Let's
Oh,
grab this video.
you gonna drop one in there? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm dropping a video in there. Just give it a quick sec. Now you
All
can
right.
upload your
So
videos.
go ahead. Go ahead. I was gonna help you
Oh,
out here while I upload it. Go ahead. You were gonna say something?
no, so what I was going to say is you can't see it now, and I'll show you later, but I don't want to interrupt the upload. But you can upload from your computer, or
Mm-hmm.
you can connect your Google Drive, you can
Mm.
connect Dropbox, you can connect OneDrive, or you can connect your own personal Instagram account, and you could select videos from your own library to upload directly from there. So you don't have to like go download from Dropbox or Google Drive and then re-upload it here, right? You could use those sources as well.
So it has a. Are you saying it has a direct integration with Instagram, or is that what you said? I thought that's what you said.
Yeah, so it's got a direct integration with Instagram only to pull your content.
Okay.
Our next phase will be to distribute, but initial phase is just to pull content from Instagram.
Okay. Got it. All
Yeah.
right.
Um,
So what are you doing for us now? What are you going to show us now?
so now
You,
here you'll see that I got my video. It's added
sure.
into my knowledge, right? That's the knowledge, the item that I want to be able to take. And I selected now here my YouTube content workflow,
YouTube content workflow. All right. So let's
and I'm
put
going to
it
go
together.
ahead and hit generate.
All right. You guys
So
drop your questions as we go along. Have you guys seen this tool, or did you guys get a chance to look at my video that I did yesterday? I was excited about it. It was on my my Monday Madness video when I even brought this to you guys to take a look at it. So basically, so just start dropping your cards and hey, Perry's in the house, you guys. Um uh Perry and I now share a little internal fun joke now. So Perry is in one of my classes, my digital real estate master class, and she was like, dude, this stuff, you you went into all this stuff. I was like, yeah. So she said, cut back here, add this, add some more juice. So I am going to I'm actually gonna add some more to it, Perry. You thought 3 hours is long. I'm giving you the juice. I'm gonna probably add another hour to it, Perry. So thank you for the feedback. All right. So what we're doing here, can you walk us through what's happening here? Or
yeah, so I guess I decided to upload a long video. This is an hour and a half.
this
We're
guy
transcribing the video
he
in the
uploads a long,
background.
he uploads the longest video he has.
Should have done a short one for you.
Uh,
But right now, what's happening is we're transcribing it, and it'll automatically start populating all of this content. What's great is you could come back, right? You don't have to wait on the page. You can
okay.
even drop like another video if you wanted to. So if I came over here, I can just come in here and grab like this one. This is a short video. You can grab
Uh,
it, and I'll go ahead and generate now the viral hook generator based off of this clip.
so let's do that. Cold Crush and Cold Crush Media, former he's not formal, he is a DJ, right? This guy is a masterful DJ. Him and I share a couple of little small jokes. Something happened with him last weekend. I'm not going to get into that. That's so funny. But he asked, does it pull IG playlists? I think that's what did you clarify that or?
Oh, great question. We don't.
Okay.
Um, by the way, you'll see the content generating automatically.
Okay.
But these are all hooks. But no, we don't pull from playlists. We can
Mhm.
only pull from your own videos for now. But that's something we'll take into consideration. Love to understand that use case.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Cold Crush, I mean, I think he does a lot on Instagram. He works with a lot of DJs and all that other stuff. And he probably asked that for a reason, is because if he's working with DJs, or maybe before you close out, Sebastian, since you know he
Mhm.
with DJs, maybe you can give us an idea on where you think he's going when he says the IG playlist. So it's up to you if you wanted to try to. You're in the music space as well, so maybe you can give him an idea or two, and the reason why he
Yeah,
should pick this tool up and what he can probably do. I'm giving you a lot of stuff, but go ahead. I'm trying to help you with your
definitely.
as you
Uh,
go through here. So let's
I
go
love it. And
to
by the way, it's kind of crazy, but I was a DJ for 10 years as well. So, um,
yeah.
but yeah, we could try to dive into that. But I think for Instagram, there's a lot of good functionality you could leverage in here. Um, it, some of it kind of is like, hey, I'm inspired. I want to create my own Instagram reel, and post it, but I want it to go viral. Well, you need to come up with a viral hook for your piece of content. And there's a way to get you a bunch of ideas of viral hooks that you can leverage when creating those videos, right?
Hmm.
So
So
like,
go ahead.
oh, go ahead if you have a question.
No, I was looking at it. So is this so when I upload my video, it says give me it's did a transcription and kind of got an idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. And he said, give me some viral hooks from this particular video. And that's what's going on here.
Yeah. And in this example, it did 20 one-liner hooks.
Mm-hmm.
It generated 10 viral LinkedIn hooks. Now, why is
Hmm.
it better for LinkedIn is because it gives you 2 lines, right? Why I use
Sure.
this AI agent to engage with fans, imagining having meaningful interactions without sacrificing your time. These are the
Mm.
first 2 lines that pop up to hook them in before they click read more, and it expands for LinkedIn,
Ooh,
right?
love that.
So that's why they're written this way. So you get a couple options. The other one is for Twitter threads.
Mm-hmm.
And so, for example, we break them out by like a statistic hook, a pain point hook, a success story hook. These are like viral templates to
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
use.
whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. Did you guys just see
Yeah.
that? Tell me you got, dude, give us a thumbs up, drop a comment. You guys know I'm dropping the juice. I told you, Sebastian, dude. So it's telling us you can drop, and these are hooks, and that's what they are. 70% of the fans never reach out to creators, right? And people's like, why? Right? And they're click. I know I would click on, I'd be like, why is that? So there's ways you write hook. This actually may be my best card on here so far. So go ahead and finish. I hate I cut you off, but dude, that was crazy. I like that.
But that's exactly it. You might have the best post in the world, but if you screw up on the hook, no one is going to read it. And you're just going to
Yeah.
get people, they're going to bypass it. And the same goes with video, right? And sometimes there's variations of how your hooks are for Instagram Reels, for TikTok, for YouTube Shorts. This gives you a way to be able to find, not only get ideas, but also to come up with hooks. So yeah. And so you'll see like,
Wow. Go
pain
ahead.
points. It's like pain points is if you can hit on a pain point that someone's having, they're going to listen, especially if it's targeted to them,
Yeah, if you're
right? So
speaking to that persona there, man, that is
yeah,
crazy. If nothing else, right? I'm gonna drop this out here. If nothing else, a tier one, man, and I'll just drop that because I don't nobody's giving me
yeah.
that. No, seriously. So let's say, for example, right? And I kind of like to give my audience different scenarios and different things, but you know, let's say if I wanted to just write a chat GPT or whatever, I would have to go through and say, okay, write me an urgency hook, write me a statistic. I don't have to go through all that. I can just pick the card and say, hey, give me some hooks for this video. I love that. If you guys
Exactly.
start seeing the hooks from me, you know where they came from.
They're right
Perry, I
here.
knew I
They're right
knew you were gonna.
here.
I somehow knew Perry was gonna comment on this, right? this software is in an elite category. That's what Stu James is saying. I'm telling you, it's doing some different things. So Perry is like, she's like, hey, yo, listen, that's actually pretty good. A lot of people like myself can't seem to get hooks right. I've been following Perry on LinkedIn, and Perry, this is juice right here. This is juice. I thought of
Yeah.
you when I seen this. I was like, I wonder what Perry's thinking if she see this. All right, so Cole, Cole and I, we talk about sleeper tools all the time, right? Every time I talk about it, he says, I found a sleeper tool. I'm like, what is it? This is one of those tools. So you got the 20 viral one-line hooks. I love that. I see
Yeah.
dead people. No, I just
It,
I had to
you,
throw that in there for my DJs in the house. So go ahead, Sebastian. Sorry about that.
no, you know the other thing that's crazy is not only can you use this as a hook, but these are almost like topic or title ideas for new pieces of content you can create, right?
Yeah.
And it's like 5 of the top ways to connect with fans. Boom, that's its own either video or content piece. Or how to engage every fan in just minutes a day, right? That could be its own content piece. 7 bad habits that keep you from reaching your audience. So
Right.
in this case, it's very much talking about like how to connect with fans, audiences, and all of that because of the video, right? So we got to remember that all of these hooks are generated based on what's being discussed in the video. And it just so happens that Mark Zuckerberg is talking about artists and creators engaging with their fans. If you're a coach, a fitness coach, then these hooks are going to look completely different, right? Or if
Mm-hmm.
you're a founder of a marketing agency and you're trying to find relevant content, maybe you work in a certain niche, of course, all these hooks are going to get tailored to it. So what's really important is that it generates the frameworks and it gives you ways that you can generate it without having to come up with the content from scratch.
You know what, Sebastian? I'm not gonna lie, man. I did not see this one. I did not see that coming. I did not see. Okay, so all right. So
Love it.
I'm good thing I got it. I told the people to get it right. And just so you guys know, right? And this is my disclaimer. Every time people come to my channel, because there are a lot of tools that drop, too many to name. And I think this is a good opportunity to insert myself and to share this with the people and the masses. Is I don't recommend tools, for one, that I don't use. Second of all, I only try to recommend tools that you can make your money back like that, or give you an opportunity to see a return on your investment immediately. So people's like, Jenny, that's every week. There's every week they're dropping 6, 7 new tools, but there's one tool, there's those rarity tools that I say, this is that tool, and it's going to allow you, if deployed correctly, can give you a good return on investment right away. I just wanted to put that out there. What do you think about that? If somebody was doing that, Sebastian, back when you were an agency, what do you think about that?
Oh, I sold my agency before the AI craze. I wish I had a tool like this and so many other tools that are out, because I think you're right. Every week there's new tools that are coming out and they've got their different use cases and benefits and their secret sauces, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If I had this, I'd be able to 10x the amount of content I can create for clients, the amount of work we could do. Like for example, part of our business was building large scale websites and applications for customers. And a big, hurdle was always on content and copy and like, what are you going to put? And in here, like you could set up different workflows for the content you need to create. Like, especially if you're a video agency and you're trying to come up with scripts, like you could grab a video and come up with your own unique script based on videos that you see online.
Whoa,
That
whoa, whoa,
gives you
whoa.
like inspiration as an example.
So I think I probably need to see that. But so I just want to understand that I understand what you said. What you said is I can pull in a video and then have them help me write a script in what I want to say in the video. Is that what you're saying?
You can. That's like just an example, right?
Uh-huh.
But you can have it come up with a script for a short form video that's got the hook, body, and CTA for what you need to say, right?
Right.
All inspired by, let's say, another video, and just give it a spin as an example.
So, all right. So this is how good I am, because I'm going to flex right now. So let me read Perry's post. Does it have different writing templates? And then I'm going to get to Stewart's post, because I'm going to turn this on its head. And that's why I love when you guys come in live, because you don't catch me live, you're not going to get the live juice. So, does it have different writing templates? And I think you can go ahead and explain that there, Sebastian.
Writing templates?
Yeah. So, can I
Yeah.
create my
So
own workflow and then template, or how does that work?
yeah. So essentially, when you look at these cards, let me pull up one that's got. Let me show you a different one.
Yeah. Let's work with stuff that's already there. Don't try to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the video that I was uploading earlier. That was an hour and a half long. Took a little bit longer, but not too much. And in this case, what we created was an entire YouTube workflow, right? So it generates a description that you can use for YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
automatically generates clips based on timestamps. So this actually finds a few videos that you can use as short form content. And so essentially we're like, hey, analyze the entire video. I want you to find like 5 or 8 videos that are notable and that are under 60 seconds long. That way you could use this for like, you know, an Instagram Reels or TikTok or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And what's great is I could enable captions on them. I could select like, hey, I want to download the vertical version, square, or landscape. And you could download that directly to your computer so you can leverage that on other social media platforms.
Nice. I love that. All right. So you were gonna. Oh, did you answer? So
Oh,
is that
I
the
am so
question that you
sorry.
answered
I
for
missed.
Perry?
No. Perry, you said the
Yeah.
different writing templates. So this is what I would say is our AI card library. And I apologize. I saw the videos and I wanted to show it to you guys.
Got all
Um,
excited, man. Stay
got
stay
really
on
excited.
stay on the script, man.
Stay
Stay
on
on the
track.
script.
So this library essentially allows you to choose what type of content to create, right? And I want to make sure, I don't know if this answers everything, but hopefully it does. But for example, if I want to create a Twitter thread, all you got to do is select Twitter thread. And we have a long, complicated prompt that you don't have to worry about because it does it automatically. You could generate 30x, post ideas. You could generate a full blog post. TikTok videos are just going to create more clips for you, but formatted for TikTok. Same with Instagram, YouTube description, draft a newsletter. So these are the templates, what we call AI cards that they're like different writing templates, right? To draft these different items. Like I can draft a key takeaway. I could actually extract, complex words and get key terms and define what it means. And we put it into like a nice table format for you.
So these are your 30 pre-made cards, correct? I just want to make sure I understand.
Yeah, we might have more than 30 now, but yeah, these are all the pre-made cards that exist that everybody has access to.
But what she's asking is, oh, so she had does it have different writing templates? If you do X, you get X. So I think this answers your question, but I think this answers your question. Hopefully this answers your question. Let us know in the comments below, Perry. But if not, it says create new. Let's talk about that, because we'll come back to your question, Perry. But I wanted to see where it said create new. I wanted to talk about that.
Create new, again, it opens this, but it allows me to create my own, right? So in this case, I could write whatever prompt I want. If you know about prompting, you can do that, right? I have one that I copied and pasted. I'm going to paste it in here. Okay. And this is one that you can use in one of our templates already. But essentially in here is to write a 1-minute YouTube, explainer video, like a script. And it's got the structure and everything. So you could type whatever it is you want, your voice, the tone, how you want it to be. You could put sample of work that you want. And now based on this video, what it's doing is it'll generate a script that I can use to create short form content.
Now this is a script that you already had, or can I actually use a script that's already there and I can kind of edit it and do my thing, or no?
It generates this script for you. And then of course
I'm talking about my prompt. I'm sorry. When it created a card. Yeah.
Yeah. So this card right now has this prompt that I had, which could be saved, right? So, and this is one that you have access to it in a template. We're going to make it accessible for everyone within the cards as well. So again, all you got to do is click that little plus sign and you'll have one in here that says script. We might have one, actually, a different one in here. Yeah, we have a podcast script in here and an Instagram Reel script.
Oh, so they're already in there.
Yeah, there's a few in here. This is a newer one with a different strategy. So we'll add this one as well. Because we like to have different styles, right? You might like the Instagram script version, or you might like this version that I just created. And again, they're written in a way to help you go viral, right? Depending on the content and how the algorithms work. But it's got its hook, right? Everything you knew about going viral is wrong. To go viral, you don't need luck. It's all about strategy. And this really breaks it down for you, right? And in simple language, doesn't use like a bunch of like buzzy terms and like revolutionize, right? And these words that you see a lot with AI. But there's an example, and it gives you two options for a script, two variations as an example.
Okay. Okay. Nice. All right. So, you might have to. I'll address that question in a minute here. I think you asked me a question. Twitter style post helps. Thank you for answering my question. All right. So she's able to get that. So she wanted to know that, and because you actually even have a card for that Twitter style. So all right, that's cool. So I'm challenged, right? My guy Stuart called me out, right? And he's like, Jenny, create a hack pack using this software. Now, all right, I'm gonna drop this, and either you're going to say, either you're going to give me a thumbs up and you're going to let me know if this is going to work or it's not, because you guys know how I do my hack packs, but I'm going to give you this software and another software. I'm going to give them to you right now. Right. And I don't know how much, like I do these for my membership, and I don't know, sometimes if I drop a lot of here's the thing, Sebastian, I don't think I told you this. And what I'll do is I'll open this up to everyone that joins it live. But if I drop like some serious knowledge, serious bombs, I put it behind my membership wall. Not only do I put it behind my membership wall, it depends on how many levels of bombs that I drop or where the level is that I put it on the back end. So people never know. So they got to catch me live. If they don't catch me live, give me a thumbs up and all that. But I'm ready to drop. This is going to be one step close to making this an actual paid video. So let me give you the hook. Sorry. So let me give you the hook. So Stuart, right? I get challenged because I always say, "Oh, Jenny, hack this with another tool." Jenny, create a hack pack using this software, and I'm gonna name the tool. I already know who's gonna answer first. It's gonna be Cold Crush, and then maybe Perry. Right? You let me know if this tool matches well with this. You guys ready? Maker Suite. That's what I'm gonna say. I want to see your comments now. I want to see your comments. Let me know. Let me know. It's like, what? What is he doing? Let me see him pull up my comments here. What are they saying? You wanted a hack. I just gave it to you. All right. Cold Crush. Listen, Perry says, she knows me too well. She's like, yep, I knew it. Then Kev is like, yep, I'm telling. If you mix those two tools, right? Yeah, I'm telling you, just to have that tool and then to mix those two, you can go. And what you can do is you can find, because what Maker Suite does is it finds the best of the best on all videos on YouTube. It says, I want to do this and find the best. What you can then do is help you rewrite a script that doesn't copy it, but gives you an idea and put some points and stuff together, especially if it's a trending video. You want to get on that trend. Man, yep. I was going to say Taja too. Yep, I'm telling you. And then, so I'll say this. I'm going to bring this up, and I want to see what Sebastian's going to do when I bring up this next one. Because I'm going to see what he's going to say. All right, Sebastian, I'm going to put this up on the screen. Watch this.
All right.
Boom. You see what Big Kaz World said? Can you see?
No, I see.
You might have to pull it up on another screen.
I'm just seeing my screen that you shared.
Yeah, no. So on what Big Kaz World is saying is super copy. Didn't we have a discussion about that today?
Oh yeah, yeah. We were
He's
talking about that briefly.
he's like, oh, yeah. That's why I said it. Like these tools come to me, I'm like, oh, if I take this, mix it with super copy, and then mix it with that, yes, super copy. They,
Powerhouse.
if you mix it with, I just said this earlier, didn't I? See how these are my Jenny lings. These are my Jenny lings because they know how I think, right? And so then Mario's like, yep, there it is. There, make that. I mean, you partner those two together. I mean, you can do a lot of different things. So, what else you got to show us? What else do you have in your bag of tricks there? I think we have about 10 minutes, and then never know me, man. I might just hang out a little bit and see whatever else I can mix this with. But I'm telling you guys, if I keep dropping
Yeah.
bombs, I'm gonna put this behind my membership. You guys already know how I work. So, what else we got here, sir?
So a couple that things that I'm seeing a lot of people love is number one, we'll actually scan the entire video and take screenshots for you. So we'll grab screenshots from different parts of the video. You can use that, create new assets from it, or if you just want to get it and download it, that's one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Another one is we actually generate AI images based on the video.
I kind of
So
talked about that a little bit yesterday. So tell us a little bit more about that, or you guys have any questions about that? I think you guys kind of seen that. So tell us a little bit. Oh, that's fire right there. So go ahead and tell us about, you guys got any questions about the video part, but go ahead and finish, Sebastian. I'm sorry.
yeah, so no, please ask the questions. I'd rather talk about whatever you guys want to talk about because, like, for example, here, we automatically generate the prompts. You don't need to know those prompts, right? So we're like, hey, based on the video, let's come up with a couple images that depict some of the topics that are being discussed. And what's great is that we actually provide you with the full prompt that was used to generate this image. And so you'll see the different images here that are all related to the video. And if you like one of the images and you're like, wow, I really love this one, but instead of a squirrel, I'd like something else, like you could copy this prompt and you can go ahead and customize in here because you can actually ask it to create any type of image that you want, right? It could be based on the video and you could just write that in there. Or, you could say, create an image of a cute puppy riding a bike in Miami Beach. Select HD. You can have it square, vertical, or rectangle. I'll just go square and I'll generate 4 at a time.
Nice. Now, you guys know you got to use my code because I'm bringing you the juice. You guys already know how that works out. If you want me to keep bringing you the juice, allow me to make my 75 cents. Because by the time I see it, baby, it's way down there on the end. So I like the fact that you give us the prompts. I'm not going to lie. I really do appreciate that. And we already have some of these AI tools. We might be like, you know what? I think, I have a mid journey or something like that. I probably can do something else with it. Because I think we've purchased a lot of those. And I think you said even mid journey is coming here as well. But we may have that. We may have some other prompts. And we may can just take that same prompt for inspiration and try to get another look at it. So what's this prompt? Oh, nice. What was this prompt?
This prompt was a cute puppy riding a bike in Miami Beach. Yeah.
Nice.
It's whatever I can come up with at the time.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just saying how you never know what you come. Go ahead. This is crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, the reason I show this is because I think that, you could go use Midjourney, you could use ChatGPT to create images. There's different areas, right? We want to aggregate it in one tool. We want that your workflow is, look, I've got this YouTube video. You drop it in here, all of this is done. Like that's what I want. Drop it in, done. And that's what we're striving to, right? Is to make the entire process autonomous. For now, you might have to go manually now download and upload it somewhere, but at least the generation of it is done. And
with a prompt.
And if you're like, hey, I want all my image, every video, I always like to feature an animal or something specific. I don't know, whatever concept, you could just have that pre-written in here. And what's great is that all the content you want it to generate, you can now save this entire thing as a template. So you now save it in here and, I'll just call it Jenny's workflow, right? And I'm going to click save.
Jenny's
and
juice.
Now,
no.
I should have.
No, everybody's gonna give me a hard time on that. The merch is coming. The merch is coming. Jenny's juice.
I'm
So,
waiting for it. I'm first in line.
uh,
So in this case, like once you've determined everything how you like it, you come in here, you'll see it right there. Jenny's
Jenny's
workflow right there.
juice. Yes,
Jenny's
sir.
juice. So it gets saved and you can use that automatically every time that you want to create content for it.
This, I'm not gonna, you know what? So all honesty, all transparency. Now I'm getting honest, right? Let me glasses off for this. All right, so listen, I can't see a thing in front of me, but I want you all to know that we had a nice haul that dropped on Appsumo yesterday. And I kind of went through all of them. I said, can I use this? Can I deploy this? Can I use Alphana? Stood out to me. I said, you know what? Let me pull one tier off the shelf and see what it can do for me and my business. I got into this tool. I was like, oh my goodness. I love this tool. Let's get through the Monday Madness, all these tool drops. This is one tool that is getting my attention. And the reason why it's getting my attention is, and I'm not going to lie, because you guys know I buy a lot of tools. You guys know that. There's a tool out called Magic Book of Fire. There's a tool out called a couple of different tools, right? All do one thing, but I needed one tool that was going to give me everything right now. And that was Alphana. Alphana says, because you guys know I do a lot in videos. And I said, if I can have a tool that gave me, because I do a lot of video content, so I can do a lot of, if I can take one video, upload it, and chop it into like 30, 40 different pieces, use it here, get the short form, long form, and this is that tool. And to give me the photos, and I never have to leave my station. So then that forced me to go back and to look at this tool. So what do you guys think was it? So somebody asked, so what do you guys think of that? Right. So give me ask your questions. My guy Gregory says, can you use any of the templates with a video URL? I want to make sure I understand that question. Can you
Oh,
use any of the templates with a video URL? Do you understand that question, Sebastian, as we kind of wrap up?
yeah. So from what I understand, you want to be able to import a video from a URL. And so, for example, like YouTube right now is the only one that we support where you can copy and paste that URL from YouTube and input it into our platform. I'm just going to be transparent. And this is across the board. It looks like there's an issue with YouTube itself, which is why YouTube URLs aren't working today. But we are working on bringing in more sources with a URL so you can do stuff like Vimeo, Loom, even Drive and all of these, because our integrations with Drive and Dropbox, you have to connect your account. But those are some of the integrations that we're looking in the future so that you can grab any web URL like a Twitter Spaces or a Twitch and be able to drop it into Alphana. And we've got a feedback board so we can get people to vote on the ones they want the most so that we can make sure we're working on the ones that most of you want, like more immediately versus others.
I think I'm ready to hand out another hack. You guys give me a thumbs
All
up.
right.
You give me the thumbs up, and I'm gonna give it to you. Actually, I think I now may need to put this behind the paywall. I was it's 99 cents. Now I'm gonna move it to my 99 cents membership, at least, with this next hack. Right? If you guys ready for it, give me a thumbs up. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up on the video. Give me a thumbs up if you are ready for this next hack. And let me see who's going to get this one. I think Cold Crush Media is going to get this one. Perry may get this one. I think Cold Crush may get this before Perry, though, because she's just getting into the Jenny juice. But Cold Crush has been running with me for a minute. I'm going to give you another hack. All right, so you guys ready for this? I want to see one thumbs up. Just Perry? Perry, you the only one that want the juice? I'll probably just tell you privately, Perry, what this one is, because you're the only one that said anything. I have 23 people watching. Yet Perry is the only one that said anything. Okay. Okay. Now, okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, all right. So I'm gonna get you. I'll get your question, Stu James. All right. So, Miss Digi came back in the house. All right. So listen. Let me give you the hack. So, what I think he also said is you do videos, but you can upload audio files, right? Sebastian?
Yeah, so we don't talk about it much, but yes, you could upload an audio file, you could do a video file, and something we don't talk about, but you could actually not upload any video and just copy and paste an entire web article, text, or just whatever message you want in this box, and that'll replace the video. But yes, any video or audio is number one.
Man, stop it. So I don't even need a video art. I can just copy in something. All right. So by me saying that, let me see if Perry's even going to beat me to it. Do you know what tool I just hacked this with in my mind? In my mind, Cold Crush, Perry, give me the tool, give it to me, put it in the chat. What's the tool? I just made you guys some money, like literally in minutes. What's the tool, Perry? What's the tool, Cold Crush? I knew it. He got it. Yeah, I told you. The tool is Hero, baby. Hero. Listen, I told you, Cold Crush is going to beat you, Perry. I mean, I told you. So Hero, if I can use audios, so if I got, catch this one, right? Sebastian, as we kind of wrap this up, this is juice. I just learned a lot tonight. I didn't even know. I fell in love with the video part, but I remember you said, oh, we do audio. I was like, wait, what? And I said, I forgot all about that. So I can have a podcast over here, but I could upload my audio here, grab the salient points from the audio, right?
Definitely.
And then do, man, I'm done. You're welcome, Jenny Lings, Jenny Juice. How are the AI credits distributed per task? So that's a good question as we kind of wrap up. Good job, Cole and Perry. You guys are funny. So that's a good question. So he says, how are the AI credits distributed per task? So that's a good question. I'm going to go over here and kind of look at and kind of cheat a little bit and see what we over here on Appsumo. So, hey, for tier 1, we get 500 AI credits. And I think that's the question he's asking because he wants to know what would be a good place. So if he gets 500 AI credits, 2 hours of video uploads per month, 10 cards. We'll talk about that because I think some people are asking questions about that. And then it says 1 hour video per upload. So the 1 hour video per upload is meaning you can't really upload anything longer than an hour. That's correct, right, Sebastian?
Yeah, you can't upload anything more than an hour per upload.
I'm sharing right? You can't
see too. Yeah.
Right. And then go ahead. I'm sorry.
So for example, if you have 2 hours as a monthly limit for all your content, but you try to upload a 2 hour video, it won't work, right? On that tier 1. Okay. So you could do up to 2 hours on a tier 2 and up to a 3 hour video on a tier 3.
Okay. So then how on that tier 1, how do the 500 AI credits count? And remind me, you got to remind me on the AI, because I want to tell you guys, I'm in this data science course and I'm learning some things about AI. So remind me to tell you how sometimes you don't want to get locked into the wrong thing. But go ahead, answer the question for Sebastian.
Yeah, I just published an article today that covers that in depth. So this would be easier if I just show you. We essentially break out the credits. Oh, you guys can't see my screen. Hold on. Share this.
Yeah, you gotta add.
I click one button.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Yep.
So, and we can share this with everyone. I can give it to you, and if you want to send it to everyone.
Yeah, you can drop the link. Send the link to me in the chat, and then I'll get it to everybody. So go ahead.
So what we did is we broke out like examples. These are approximations, so you guys get an idea. For example, generating those individual video clips. Every minute of video that we generate is 3 credits. Extracting thumbnails is about half a credit. Generating AI images is 8. Transcription minutes are half a credit. 1,000 input tokens, so which is almost like 750 words of text, is about half a credit. So, this is how we break out the credits. But this gives you an example. If you were on our pro plan or tier 2 or 3, sorry, the one that has 1,500 credits.
That's tier 2.
Yeah. So you would essentially be able to you could do all of this. You can get 60 video clips, 240 thumbnails, 30 AI images, 900 minutes of transcriptions, and you could input 140,000 words, and you can output 208,000 words of content, like LinkedIn post, ebooks, whatever it is, right? And that's if you use everything. That's an example of what that usage could look like.
Okay. All
Right.
right. And so go ahead. Did you have something else? Because I wanted to put up Stuart's question and then I wanted to.
Yeah. And this is just an example. So if you're like, hey, I'm not going to use 200,000 words of text, that can all go towards video clips, right? It's all mixed. So you can have 200 videos. This is just showing you an example of like something kind of spread between different pieces of content.
So what Stuart asked was, I'm sorry, were you done? We're gonna
Yeah, please go for it.
So what Stuart asked is that, hey, Sebastian, can you provide the different recommendations for each tier level? And you may have in front of you, but what you have is you have a tier 1 with 500 credits, AI credits, and you have a tier 2 with 1,500 AI credits, and you have a tier 3 with 5,000 AI credits, and then you have a tier 4 with 15,000 AI credits.
Yeah, I just shared my screen so you guys can see it as well.
Cool.
So yeah, this is the different tiers, right?
Right.
Looking at tier 2, you'll get 1,500 AI credits. You can upload up to 5 hours of video every month. And the other restrictions are the number of cards on the page. So if you guys remember, each card that I put is a different piece of content, like a LinkedIn post, a tweet, or like one card could be 10 videos, right? So we just count them as cards. Even if you have 10 videos inside of it, we just count that as one card, right? This is what that limit looks like on that one, right? And so on tier 1, you get 10 cards. On this one, you get 15. This one, you get 20. And I think tier 4 gets you up to 30 cards on a page.
Okay.
I
think. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry. Any more questions on that or your thoughts?
No. So Perry asked a question. She says, "Hey, can we buy more AI credits if my account is running out?"
Yeah, we don't think. Yeah, right now the way to get more credits would be moving from tier to tier. I'm definitely considering. We're trying to see how the usage goes and everyone. Where if we're able to open up to be able to buy more credits, you don't have to move to like another tier or something like that. But yeah, I'd love to hear from everyone. Right. I think the biggest value would be jumping from one tier to the other to get as much credits as you can, because this is a one time.
I guess what she would be saying is, if you were gone and you were no longer as an LTD, I have seen it done in the past where they sell tier packs, right? So a person could so they could say, hey, you know what, I'm running over, let me buy a pack of 100 credits, right? And then you may sell that for whatever, that, because you got to cover your costs too. Any business person actually knows that you have to cover your own costs. So if you thought, and I know you're still thinking about the bring your own key and all that, that's a whole nother cost structure, whole nother cost level. But I have seen where they'll bundle packs and they'll say, hey, where you can get this amount of credits, how much you pay for them and all that. One of the things I wanted to say, did you want to have anything to say on that as I kind of wrap up? Because I wanted to share something about AI credits in general. So I wanted to share some about that.
No. One thing that, we confirmed earlier today, we already looked into it. We are going to implement, it's going to take a little bit of time, but where you can bring your own API key. So in the future, you'll be able to add that in there and you won't have to worry about AI credits anymore once you're in there, but it's going to take some time for us to implement.
All right.
So, if you're good with that, just really pay attention to the amount of hours of content you can upload, or, if you ever need to upload more than an hour's worth of video, you definitely want to be on tier 2 or tier 3.
Okay. And I think Cole Crush said, based on those requirements, he says, hey, I won't be uploading any Joe Rogan podcast, so, or any Shay Shays.
And it's funny, I've got a couple of those on the account for testing. They're perfect tests for us.
For testing only, right? So are your AI models flexible and selectable in future updates? I don't know if I understand that question. Did you understand that, Sebastian? Oh, so he's asking, will it go from 4.0 to 5.0 to 6.0? This guy is flexing with the club Shay Shay.
Yeah, this just helps to prove that we could do almost 3-4 hour videos. So
yeah, I'm sure it's a lot of content you can get out of that.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
so
he's yeah. So are they
we
selectable in the future? Because I think that's been one of the things that's been kind of tricky with founders moving forward. They're like, hey, we can't really promise or whatever. And I'm going to insert what I've learned in getting my data science, and I'm going to add that, and then I'm going to let you add it. But I've been wanting to add it because it's going to make a lot more sense. Really, so the way the versions or the 2.0, the ChatGPT 3.0, the 4.0, the way they work is in cutoff structure. So basically, you know, 3.0 is not going to be able to tell you about who gets elected for president this year, right? Because it stops off at a certain point, right? And so that's, but when it comes to doing your videos and stuff like that, some of the latest models are still going to be able to give you the intelligence that you need, right? And then another thing that I've learned, and just being in the stock market and understanding where AI is going in the AI race, is, to be honest with you, the cost is probably going to go down as we move forward. Um, that's just my recommendation. You can, and that's based on what the experts are saying. They're saying, it's almost like an EV cost. The cost is going down as you get more deployed and all that. So the cost, AI is so new that the cost of the credits, to me, are going to drop over a period of time. So as you come out with the newer levels, it may just be around the same cost or maybe a little bit lower. That's just what I've been reading and what I've been studying and the way I understand the way the data science is working. So you can add anything to that if you want to, Sebastian, or disagree if you want.
no, I think those are great points, and I agree. And I think, the way we look at it is similar to what you said earlier, right? Today we have everybody on GPT 4.0, and we did that upgrade for all our users without charging extra or forcing them into a different plan. So it's what we want to do in the future is to be able to get you up and running on some of the latest models. But we can't promise that yet, right? It just depends on what those models are, the implementation of it, the
Mm-hmm.
costs, and seeing like how those run. We've also faced challenges when you move from model to model, some things break. The content doesn't come out well. The instructions you got to rewrite, and there's some training we got to do on the back end. There's updates we got to make to instructions. So there's a big process we have to do with each model. One of the things that we'll definitely have in the future is for you to be able to, again, bring your own API key to use, let's say, right now on OpenAI, and to be able to be LLM agnostic, so we can easily be able to switch between multiple LLMs, right? So you'll have that flexibility. But yeah, that's kind of where we are. Our vision is really to hope everybody gets access to the latest technology if we can, and make that happen for as many people as possible.
That's fair. That's a fair and honest question. And that's a fair and honest answer, because it's like, listen, dude, I don't know the future, right? But if we can, so let me ask you this, right? And this has been kind of slippery, and I'll just ask you since we're here. Based on what you've put together today, as far as for the LTD, I mean, it works, right? It's really when we start trying to look into the future, is like, listen, dude, I don't know. There may be a one cost associated with to move everybody up. And we may just ask people, say, hey, help us offset that cost. I think that's fair, but I think we should know. And I think we should be more realistic. Now, if you came and says, hey, it's going to be a $500 cost for everybody to move up, we're like, okay, well, that's not happening. That's more than what I paid for the tool. Versus, hey, if you guys don't mind, I mean, with every new increment, it's going to cost about a $50 charge just for the back end and kind of process it, or it's going to be a $9. I think that's fair, right? Because we don't want you to go out of business. Definitely, if you're producing content like this, I don't want you to go out of business. I've already invested in you indirectly, right? So, what's your comment on that? I just allow you to, I'll allow you to respond
No,
to that.
100%. And that might be a model in the future if we see that it's going to really hurt badly for us to be able to make those upgrades. But I really believe you need to love the product. So if the model at hand actually makes the product so terrible that you'll never want to use it, that doesn't sit well with me, and I wouldn't let that happen, right? So it's all, as long as we're making sure that we're going to continue adding value, which we are. You've got the model as one piece, but even functionality in the product, we're still going to be continuously improving it. Just because you're on a lifetime license doesn't mean that you're not going to get recurring updates in the software, right? Because we're maintaining one software for everyone. If we introduce new, products in the future, I don't know. We don't know what the future is, but right now, like our whole roadmap for the next year is for everybody, because there's so much that we want to be able to put in here, and that's why we need your help to prioritize so that all of you get access to those features.
Does that answer your question, Big Kev? That was a good answer. That was a good CEO answer, man. I mean, and you know, it's fair. I think what's very disheartening, definitely for Sulums, for sumo links that don't understand, it's like, dude, this is a business. So if you, and what I have to do is explain to people every now and then, maybe once a year, and says, dude, you paid how much? You paid 150 for a SaaS tool. Let's do the math on that. It's a SaaS tool, software as a service. That means that there's server cost, if nothing else. There's server cost for me to store all this stuff and have everything in the cloud for you, right? That's a recurring cost, even though you paid a fixed cost 2-3 years ago. Does that make sense? People's like, no, I want this free forever and ever, never charge. Like, dude, don't be stupid, right? And so I think it's fair for you to, I appreciate your honesty for you saying, hey, you know what? There may be a cost. We don't know what that is, but we're going to try our best to try to make sure that we take care of all of our LTD people. And, you know, because we're going to give you a lot of the ideas, and it's kind of becomes a win-win. So I want to get out of here with this last question. DG said, so cards are essentially the number of prompts we can run on each piece of content. That's exactly true.
They're almost. Essentially, each card is its own prompt, but some cards are a little bit more enhanced because they can generate multiple things at once. Like, for example, AI images. We're actually running multiple prompts simultaneously, independent of each other, and then bringing it to you in one place, right? Same thing for like timestamps and a couple other different elements. But yeah, that's like the number of pieces of content you can generate on a page. And they all run independently and in parallel, versus like using a chat like ChatGPT, you got to go one by one to generate each piece of content individually. And some cards can do multiple pieces of content. So you might have one card and say, hey, give me 5 different variations of a LinkedIn post, right? Or, 5 different outlines for an ebook lead magnet that I can choose from, right? So each card could be multiple pieces of content as well.
Nice.
But we try to make them individual.
Nice. I gave you guys 2 hacks tonight. Sebastian stopped by. I gave you guys some juice, man. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, and make sure you let me know if you want to see some more juice. Let me know in the comments. I am going on vacation here, so I'm trying to get in as many videos as I can, because I'm not going to do any while I'm on vacation, right? And if you're going to pick up these tools, use my code. I'll get, 75 cents, maybe 85 cents. I don't know. Depends on what tier you buy. If you buy tier 1, I'll get 75%. 75 cents. He's like, whoa, 75. I'll get 75 cents. If you buy tier 4, I'll get 85 cents. So it kind of works like that. And the only reason why I do that, I'm actually working, and you guys can thank Perry for this, right? I'm working on a way to show you guys what real money makers when it comes to content, media, and there's some fallacies that are out there, and I'm going to bring that juice to you. And I actually think this particular tool is going to play a role in that, because I think where we're spinning a lot of our wheels at are probably not even in the right place. And where that came from is because when I did my digital real estate masterclass, is I went back through and I looked through some old notes and some different things. I was like, wait a minute, people think you make more money doing this, but you can make more money doing this. And with tools like this, it can help you a lot faster. So I think I'm going to put something out there for that. You guys know I don't charge that much for my stuff because I just love sharing. But I think I'm going to put something out there for that. And I don't, I'm always, if you're a member of this channel, I'm always going to take care of you. But I think I'm going to put something out there like that. So you guys can thank Perry, right? She attended my real estate masterclass. She was one of the ones, and she gave me some good feedback. And I think I'm going to put something together. It's going to probably blow your mind on what you think, where the true money is being made. How do you develop an agency from start, right? And I may even work with my guy Sebastian on some ideas and some concepts of some agencies and how to even exit an agency. So he doesn't know that yet, but I'm putting him on the spot. But I think we can put something out there and go from there. So you guys have been great. Any last minute comments? Any last minute questions? Sebastian, do you have a word for the people?
I just appreciate everyone here, and I'd love to help anyone that I can. That's all I could say. So if you need help on anything that you're working on, whether it's exiting a business, starting up a business, content strategy, whatever it is, just ping me. You can hit me up on Twitter or LinkedIn, and I'd be happy to help. And if you hate or love, I'd love to take any feedback from you, from all of you. So, don't hold back.
Don't be coming with all that hate, man. Just come with suggestions, man. And I always tell people,
Suggestions.
people used to
There you
work for
go.
me and people that work for me now, I say, listen, as a founder, as a digital marketer, and as a CEO, problems I got problems. What I need is solutions. I tell people that do
Yes.
not come in my office with problems because those I got. I show a big stack. Problems I got. I got IRS problems. I got all these other things. I got, acquisitions. I got accounting. I got all these other things in my head, but solutions is what I need. So I always tell people, if you're going to go to Sebastian, go with him with solutions. Hey, I like to bring your own key and all that other stuff. So I appreciate you guys joining us and hanging out with us tonight. I am out. Thank you guys for joining us. Sebastian, thank you so much on a last minute notice. You came through for me, my man. And I appreciate you. And Sebastian, listen, we're going to do so. If you don't get a chance to catch him this time, there may be something else we may do. You never know. But if I were you, I get at least that tier 2. That's what I would do. At least a tier 2. At least. Because you're going to get the tier 1 and you're going to be upset with yourself. Dang, I didn't know. So at least as a minimum, get to tier 2. If you're feeling like you can really use it and get a good return, then get the tier 3. Hey, you guys have been good. You guys take care. Goodbye for now.
Everyone.